A few business decisions can do more than sell a product, they can change how an entire market behaves. These 8 stories show what happens when design, logistics, and timing hit at exactly the right moment. A sticker line helped restart a whole trading culture in Japan. Bonbon Drop did it with tiny sheets, not a big campaign. Bonbon Drop is a sticker line from Kulia, a Japanese stationery company. It was created by designer Nao Yamazaki and launched in March 2024. The surprise came later. Demand rose sharply beginning in December 2024, and the stickers picked up Heisei era nostalgia. That nostalgia fed a sticker boom. People started buying, swapping, and showing the sheets again, reviving a familiar collecting habit. A small sheet became a signal. In notebooks, pockets, and trading piles, Bonbon Drop sat beside the return of sticker culture. A Lego fan build can show up as a product listing. On Rebrickable, the instructions are the thing people buy. Rebrickable is an online platform for Lego designs. Users post their own instructions, instead of only sharing photos. It also hosts alternate builds of existing sets. One box of bricks can become several different models, each with its own instructions. Nathan Tom started the platform in 2011, and it grew past 1 million users. More users meant more designs to browse, sell, and download. That turned a hobby into a marketplace for design work. A builder can finish a model, upload instructions, and watch another fan open the file. Germany put about 5.7 million euros into a video game. For a single project, that was a record federal grant. The project was Anno 117, Pax Romana, made by Ubisoft Mainz and published by Ubisoft. It is the 8th Anno game. This entry goes earlier in history than any previous Anno game. It is set during Pax Romana, when Roman rule was treated as a stable system to build inside. That placement matters because governments often fund studios for production capacity, skilled jobs, and exportable creative work. The grant turned one game project into an industry policy case. So the money was not just about one title on a shelf. It also tied a Roman city builder to a federal grant file, a studio floor, and a national industry agenda. A stock exchange safe deposit business ran underground, in a basement, not on the trading floor, but below it. The New York Stock Exchange Safe Deposit Company was a wholly owned NYSE subsidiary. It served exchange members and affiliated firms needing secure storage. A basement fit the job. Fewer entrances meant tighter access, and the vault stayed close to the people who used it. That setup turned an unglamorous room into financial infrastructure. The service depended on walls, locks, and controlled movement. For members and affiliated firms, trust could live below street level. Sometimes the most important room is just a basement vault. A whiskey industry book appeared from a man who did not run a distillery. In 1887, that was unusual. His name was Alfred Barnard. He worked as a British brewing and distilling historian, writing about the trade from the outside. Barnard wrote The Whiskey Distilleries of the United Kingdom after documenting distilleries across the country. He focused especially on Scotland. Published by Harper's Weekly Gazette in 1887, the book captured the whiskey-producing industry as it actually looked. It read like a field report. The result was a business record built from observation, not fermentation vats. A historian's notebook could still preserve the smell of the still room. A British fashion designer helped define the look of a music era. His clothes ended up beside David Bowie and Boy George. Stephen Leinard studied at St. Martin's School of Art. He moved through the Blitz Kid circle, where clothes, music, and nightlife mixed fast. From there, he connected with the new romantic movement. That scene treated clothing as part of the performance, not just the outfit. His designs were worn by David Bowie and Boy George. Once those performers stepped into public view, the clothes traveled with the image. That is how a fashion designer can shape a music era. The public remembers the singer, the stage, and the clothes on the hanger. A man sold condensed milk from the back of a van, and later sat in Singapore's cabinet. Lim Cheon began in roving sales, moving from stop to stop with one product and a delivery route. That sales job was not the destination. It was one step before public service, where responsibilities widened beyond a single van route. He later reached cabinet-level leadership in Singapore, where decisions moved from deliveries to national policy. Today, he serves on the Council of Presidential Advisors and is Chancellor of Singapore Management University, far from that van and its tins. Taio Cruz's hire showed up online, and 29 soundalike cover versions sat beside it. Cruz recorded Hire, co-wrote it with Sandy V, and first aimed it at Kylie Minogue's Aphrodite. The track was left off that album, then rebuilt for Cruz's 2010 release cycle. Then Cruz released a solo version, plus duet versions in Europe and the US. Digital stores treated each upload as a separate listing, so the same song title multiplied fast. At release, shoppers saw 29 soundalike cover versions beside the official track. The result was a crowded shelf, where a new song had to compete with near matches before anyone played it. Instead of one clean release, Higher landed in a marketplace of copies, edits, and duets. For the listener, the first thing on the shelf was often another version, not the track itself. From stickers to software to song releases, each episode shows the same pattern. One operational choice can ripple through an industry. If you enjoyed this kind of business history, subscribe and tell us which turnaround surprised you most.